Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful and going to be warm morning and day. And it's time for another walk and talk. I haven't done one of these in a long time. And I don't know if I've done any of these on this channel at all, to be honest with you. But this is an area that I live in. And I like, my wife and I take walks along this road pretty often. I mean, we switch things up. We go for hikes a lot and different areas. But if we don't want to really get too far out, or the weather's not as great, maybe a little chilly, but we still want to get out and get some exercise, we walk along this road quite often. And it's very scenic now because spring is upon us, you know, and has been for a while. So you can see the greenery. And I'm going to show you, you could probably hear it in the background, but there's a creek, a stream down below here. And I usually can get a better view as I keep walking. But anyway, yeah, so spring has sprung. It's a beautiful sunny day, blue skies. Very thankful, very grateful. So yeah, I got a little time off. The economy affects us all. What can I say? Trying to keep it lighthearted here, you know. What can I say? The economy affects us all. So waiting for some phone calls, but see what's happening. But in the meanwhile, I figure I'd go for a little walk and let it warm up a little bit more, mow the yard, take care of stuff like that, and maybe I'll get a phone call or something eventually. Who knows, man? This is a crazy world. But anyway, gotta laugh, man. It's either laugh or cry, right? So, speaking of laughing, oh man, I was just checking CNBC.com. Wow, what a shock! The market's back up. Amazing, right? And then, literally, the headline was, see, there's the creek or the stream or whatever. So, very peaceful. Isn't that relaxing? Just listening to that. Very serene. So anyway, yeah, the headline is, Trump says, be cool. Now is a great time to buy. Oh man, the consummate salesman. Oh man, this is hilarious. I mean, we literally live in clown world. You can't make this stuff up, man. Like I said, it's either laugh or cry. I choose to laugh. Laughing, I think, is better for the soul. Check out the color in some of these trees now. Now, I don't know what all these are, to be honest with you. Maybe you guys do. I mean, there's dogwoods and there's, I can't remember what that's called, honestly. It might be dogwood. I don't know. I can't remember. There's magnolias, not in this area, I don't think. But I can't remember. Then there's one that starts with an F that my wife likes because where she's from, upstate New York area, I guess they have those type of plants and trees and whatnot. So, and then there used to be some goats up here, but we don't know what happened to them. Kind of weird. Now there's some goats back down below, down the road, but I started this video after passing them up. But anyway, yeah, see that fence up there? I don't know if you can see it that well, but there used to be some goats in there. So I don't know what happened. So goat, sheep, whatever. So yeah, there's goats, sheep, chicken, horses and cows on the other side of the road. But I'm not going that way today. I figured I'd go see if my friend Cammie's out. Cammie is a Labrador retriever. They're pretty much very sweet. Runs the neighborhood. Very bashful, but she seems to like me and my wife, so that's cool. So, because a lot of these dogs, they're not that friendly. But Cammie is like she's like a female version of Old Yeller or something, I think. But yeah, so I haven't done one of these in a long time. Hear the birds in the background? That's pretty awesome. Always nice to hear birds. It's just a beautiful, gorgeous day the Lord has blessed us with. It's just, wow. It's just beautiful walking weather, beautiful blue sky, sun's out. It's gorgeous. I know I'm probably making people jealous, probably even getting mad. They're having problems where they're at still. I don't know what to tell you. I have no control of the weather. I just enjoy it where I live because it's just, I call it God's country. You know, other people are like, oh, this is God's country or that's God's country. Oh, fair enough. But for me, this is relaxing. This is peaceful. This is enjoyable. So, yeah, it's just nice hearing nature in the background. Just walking along here. So, anyway, yeah, world's still in chaos, of course, but somehow the market's up. Everybody's being tariffed and up the yin yang, and apparently some countries want to negotiate, and at least that's what they're bragging about. Like 70 countries want to negotiate or something, bring their tariffs back down and whatnot. China's not one of them, of course. But somehow the market's up. Imagine that. But what they're concerned about is the bond market, from what I hear, and the 10-year yield. And I don't understand all of that stuff. I'm not an economist. I don't really get it. I just know it's bad. Okay? I just know it's bad. So anyway, got another stream here. Let's listen to that for a second. Oh yeah, it's running pretty good too. Pretty cool. I don't know, I guess the main thing is just, you know, it's like the Boy Scout marching song, you know, be prepared, you know, always be ready. Just never know what's going to happen and when. Got to have a plan and a backup plan and a backup plan to the backup plan. Just be ready. Oh, that's cool. Them coming over the rocks there. You zoom in on that. That's nice. Yeah. And they've been replacing a lot of the wooden telephone poles with metal poles. And I'm not exactly sure why. I think it has to do with like fiber and everything. But see, all up in here, they've laid down gravel. They've dug all this out. They laid down gravel and they put up that metal pole there, which used to be wooden. And up in that ridge there used to be horses, but there's not anymore. I don't know what happened to all these animals. Hate to think the worst, but I don't see them anymore. They used to be out. And there was a while back, there was an owl that hung out here. Even in the day. And then that owl's gone too. Once in a while you see some hawks, but usually turkey buzzards or whatever. But it's nice to hear the birds in the background. Spring has finally sprung, I think. I mean, we've got greenery everywhere now. Still some dead trees here and there. But they've dug a lot of this out. I mean, they bulldozed a lot of this to, I'm not exactly sure why, to be honest with you. Tried to find some information on it, and mum's the word. You know, can't really get any info. It's like they're building or something. They plan to build or put some stuff in. I don't know. So yeah, see, all of this used to be trees, forestry. See, they put up another metal pole there. I don't know, even in Hillbillyville, I mean, they're trying to get modernized. So anyway, yeah. So I guess we'll just see how the day goes. You know, this is the first day that the tariffs go into effect and whatnot. So at least the Chinese tariffs and whatnot. So I guess we'll just see what happens, you know, after that, you know, as we head into Friday or what have you, the rest of the week. What's the day, Wednesday? Oh yeah, there's a bird there. Yep. So in the meanwhile, I'm just gonna get a little exercise and a little more exercise mowing the yard, because don't have a riding mower. Don't really need one. I mean, as long as you're still healthy, as long as you can still have a little bit of endurance and stamina, I can do it. It's a little uphill, you know, but it's not too bad. And especially when it's not real hot, it's pretty nice. And there's some more creek and stream here. So anyway, yeah, all this private property, because they got it all fenced off here, barbed wired. But anyway, yeah, as long as you still have the health, the endurance, the stamina and everything, get out, do what you can, exercise, do some yard work. I don't know. Enjoy God's creation and enjoy nature. Enjoy what you can while you can. I never noticed that before. They got some concrete here. Huh. I don't know if that's always been there or not. I never noticed that before. I guess because the leaves were always covering it before. Hey, you just never know what you're going to notice now anymore. Yeah, I guess it's always been there. It's just the leaves always covered it before. So anyway, so yeah, if Cammie's out, I'm sure she is. I'll let y'all see Cammie here in a minute, because she usually runs right up to you. Sometimes she startles me. So I was just like, whoa, where'd you come from? Comes up right behind me. But most of the time, I can see her coming. She's either in one house yard or the one across the street, which I think she's usually one of the two places. One house on one side of the street or on the other side of the street. So anyway, yeah. So I figured I'd just do a walk and talk. Haven't done one in quite a while. Nothing big deal. Like I said, waiting for some phone calls. Just getting stuff done. You know, going uphill a little bit. I'm a little out of breath. Just try to stay in shape. You know, getting these walks and hikes in and whatnot. I'm not a runner. Never have been. Even when I was in the Navy and serving with the Marines, I hated it. I've never ever been a runner. Never enjoyed it at all. I know some people, they love to jog and bike ride and all that stuff. I was never into any of that. I like sports. I wouldn't mind running up and down the basketball court, you know. I do that, or I play softball, you know, and chase balls in the field and everything like a dog, you know. But as far as, I mean, like organized sports and athletics, I like that. See, all of this here, they cleared all this out. All of this is cleared out. You got that Sanford and Son truck over there. See that? Abandoned Sanford and Son. But yeah, all this is cleared out. So anyway, yeah, I'm not a runner. So I hike. And like I said, I used to play a lot of organized sports, but too old for that now. Same with martial arts and stuff. I'm too old for that now. I didn't say too old, but too many injuries, you know. You get hurt so many times, you almost break your neck, dislocate your shoulder, break a few bones here and there. It's like, you learn your lesson. Like, oh, I'm good. I think I know enough, and if I don't, oh well. But I'm not gonna risk my life anymore. Life over limb, but I'm not gonna do it anymore. But it is beautiful though. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, Cammie might be up here at this house. This isn't where she lives, but she loves that yard. I can see why. It's a great place for a dog to just run around. Let's see if she's out. She might be sitting on her porch because she actually lives over here. So, and if she is, I'll let you guys see Cammie, guys and gals. Probably shut this thing down because I really don't have anything else to say. Believe it or not, be like, yeah, right. No, I really don't. I mean, what can you say? You're either getting ready, prepared, or you're not. You're either right with Jesus, or you're not. Or you better get right. What can I say? Here she comes. There she is. There she is. Here she's running to meet me. There's the camster. Hi, Cammie. How you doing, girl? Hi. Say hi. You're on camera today. Hi. There's Cammie. Extreme close up. Hi. You gonna go walk with me? Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't see her that often. Maybe every couple of weeks. Sometimes it's even longer than that. Just depends on the weather. But yeah, this is Cammie. The only reason we know it's Cammie is because we heard somebody calling her one day. Cammie. So it says Cammie or Cammie? No, I think it's Cammie, C-A-M-I, and then another girl in the neighborhood said, that's Cammie. So I was like, okay, got it, thank you. Hi, Cammie. Let's walk, girl. Cammie likes to lead. So, and she can only go so far. and then she stops and turns back. It's like she's been trained that you can only go so far. So yeah, because that's her house there. Well, not her house, but you know what I'm saying. That's where she has residence, maintains her residence there. So yeah, check out the beautiful greenery, beautiful blue sky. Now over here, this housing area here, that is a 55 and up area. Not a lot of houses in there, but they're really nice. I might walk down that neighborhood. I haven't been down that neighborhood in a long time. I might walk that way today for a change of pace. Yeah, I could almost live in that area. I'm almost 55. Yeah, that's the 55 and up area. So, you coming, girl? You good today? All right. We'll see you later. Say bye. Wave your paw. Bye, Cammy. Yeah, I guess she's good today. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I think I'll walk down that area. I haven't done that in quite a while. But no, honestly, I really don't have a lot to say. I mean, what can you say? I mean, I know people are doing all their videos and they're investigating this and researching that and putting this up and putting that up. It gets old, man. It gets really old. After a while, you just got to take a break from it all. And I know the weather's supposed to be a little better right now, according to Mark Weatherman Plus. It's like kind of enjoy this little bit of a downslide before the next major storms come in. Because I know these things have been devastating for a lot of people, especially Kentucky, all the flooding, Arkansas, Missouri, all the death. It's just sad, man. It's just sad. But we knew these times would come. Now this guy here, Lonesome Dove Ranch, he's got a couple dogs, but he usually keeps them under control. One time, man, they scared me bad. I was like, whoa, I think these dogs are gonna kill me. But they were just protecting their property, and he called them back. But yeah, he's a cattle rancher, nice guy. And matter of fact, he sells his beef, I believe, to some local stores, which is good because I'm sure people heard about poultry anyway with the tariffs, how Tyson and Purdue, yes, he's a beef producer. See that? Lonesome Dove Ranch, beef producer program. UT Extension Institute of Agriculture, utbeef.com. There we go. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, the Lonesome Dove Ranch. So anyway, yeah, there's some cows way out in the field there. Sometimes they come right up to the gate, but there's not that many out there right now. Yeah, there's a few. You can see them. Zoom in the best I can. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, Tyson chicken, Purdue chicken. Evidently, they send their chickens over to China to get packaged, I guess slaughtered, packaged, everything else, and then China sends them back to the U.S. So when we eat that chicken, I don't eat Tyson and Purdue, especially Tyson, because I've been to the area where the Tyson plant is, let's put it that way. Oh no. Worst smells I've ever smelled in my life. Absolutely disgusting. It's like that turned me off Tyson chicken. That and the fact that they were just laying off so many employees, just not treating people right, and then there were issues with, with Tyson chicken before. May have been with Purdue. I remember if Smithfield, I think, was in the news, Smithfield bacon or whatever else. Pork, but I try to stay away from all pork as much as I can. But yeah, the Tyson and Purdue products, I guess they all get packaged in China, then sent back over here, and only Lord knows, only God knows what they put in the chicken after that point. And so we buy that, and we consume that, ingest that stuff, and then, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking, nah. I actually kind of like Kirkland products. I have never gotten sick after eating Kirkland products. You get those at Aldi, maybe a few other places. But anytime I've eaten Kirkland, I've been okay. That's me personally. Other people might disagree, but anyway. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with all these tariffs and all all these decision makers and policy makers and what they decide to do and how they decide to hose us over. I did hear something I thought was kind of interesting though. They said an economist was saying it's going to take a while for certain things because certain companies, organizations, they might be stocked up on a lot of products that we get from all these countries that are being tariffed, especially China. So it may not affect them right off the bat, but it's like the regular everyday stuff that people buy, mostly food and you know, toiletry items, cleaning products, the regular everyday stuff, you know, hygiene products. That's where the shortages may come in. Pharmaceuticals. But, you know, as far as the big stuff like cars and things, it'll come down the pipe eventually, but it might take a few months is what they were saying. Because if everybody's stocked up now on the bigger products, the things that are most expensive, you know, like garages, dealerships, whatever, you know, as far as working on vehicles, you know, machine shops, if they have what they need now, they might be good for a few months still. But it's the regular, everyday consumer products. That's where there's going to be shortages, and that's probably where there's going to be lines. And like our friend Ben Faircloth has said for years, and said it recently, but maybe he will this week, I don't know. Don't get caught in the line. You don't want to get caught in the line. Getting caught in the line sucks. Because by the time you get up there, there may not be anything left. And you're standing in the line forever, and there may not be anything left by the time you get up there. So I remember I stood in line for like 5 hours for a hamburger in the desert once. I got tired of MREs. Conflict was over, everything was over. It was time to go home, but we couldn't leave yet. So they came in and I don't know, they might have been camel burgers or something. I have no idea. All I know is I'm just like, man, I don't care. I'm standing in this line for 5 hours. I stood in the line for a hamburger. But it wasn't fun. It was boring. Eventually your batteries run out in your Walkman. It's like, don't you want to save your batteries because you're not going to get any more in. You can't listen to your music, you know. So got to remember this is like 1991, you know. So you know, Sony Walkman. But anyway, yeah, this is the condos. They call them the condominiums, a community for 55 and older. So I haven't been down here in a long time. I mean, probably like over a year. I haven't walked down this road. So anyway, yeah, don't get caught in the line. That's the main thing. That's the moral of the story. So whatever you need, go out and get it. Whatever you can afford, go out and get it. Or maybe you like lines. I don't know. I don't. So if you like lines, I guess wait. Don't do anything. And hope that there's still stuff left at the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree or at Aldi or whatever grocery store you go to or convenience store or gas. Now, I'm sure gas will go up even more soon. I don't know exactly how and when. I do know that certain companies or certain, not companies, countries have stopped trading in dollars for gas. They've stopped using the dollars for gas. That's actually been going on for quite a while, but now I think Japan has stopped using the dollar, and as well as many other countries. So, I mean, nothing happens overnight. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it didn't fall in a day, you know. But it looks like we're definitely on the downslide of everything now. So yeah, there's not too many houses here. The condos, they call them condominiums. I think they're houses though. But there's like 12 of them, and this is just a real small community. 55 and older, and houses are pretty close together. I would imagine probably everybody knows everybody. This is like the smallest neighborhood I think I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you can literally walk around this neighborhood in probably 2 minutes. I mean, but it's pretty cool though, because man, it's actually getting quite a bit warmer now. I have to take off my sweatshirt soon. So, because a lot of times a breeze comes in and it's usually a cool breeze. which is great in the summer, you know. But when it's still early spring, yeah, you still need a sweatshirt or a hoodie or something. But it's so beautiful and it's getting so nice out here now that, yeah, I can't believe that I'm almost old enough. I got my Sammy Hagar birthday coming up, you know. I can't drive 55, you know. Anyway, so, I mean, but, yeah, I call it the Sammy Hagar birthday, you know. But, I mean, I can't believe I got my Sammy Hagar birthday coming up at 55. I could actually live in this area. Isn't that crazy? So, yeah, this guy looks like he's older than 55 up ahead. Not trying to be mean or whatever, he just does. So they're probably, I would imagine people that live in here probably in their mid-60s and up. I don't think there's too many people in their 50s in here or even early 60s, but there could be. I've only seen a few. So let me see, how many condominium houses? They're like really close together. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I was right, 12. There's only 12 of them. So basically, you just walk down this road and you're in and out of this neighborhood really, really fast. I imagine everybody still works. Either that or their cars are in the driveway, because I'm not seeing any cars. So, or in the garage, excuse me. There's like one down there, a couple here, but that's about it. And you got a little bench there. I guess people get tired of walking. Got a little bench. So anyway, but yeah, you can walk around this pretty quick. But the houses are so close together though. Good morning, how are you?
All right.
Good. Beautiful day, huh?
It is that.
So yeah, look how close they are together. That's crazy how close they are together. There's like no space between these homes. But they're brick though, which is really cool. Great insulation. They won't have to worry about having any issues with severe weather. I lived in brick homes when I lived on post housing, when my dad was ever able to get post housing, when, you know, Army post housing growing up. It was only a few times, but most of the time it was like apartments and renting houses. But brick homes are awesome. Very easy to maintain. Yeah, just look how close they are together though, like the space between like this house and that house, you barely got any room. So, no pets, no dogs, unless they're in the house. But I said, I think everybody pretty much probably still works. Either that or they're all just holed up in their house with their cars in the garage. I think they're gone though. I think everybody's working still. So anyway, yeah, this is it. 12 houses, probably the smallest neighborhood I've ever lived in my life. Or excuse me, I've ever been to in my life. I mean, this is tiny. But I guess it works for these people. All right. I think that's about it for the grand tour. I hope you all enjoyed this. You know, a little different. Haven't done a walk and talk for a long, long time. So I just wanted to show you some greenery and, you know, some beautiful creation, beautiful blue sky, sunshine, you know, listen to some birds, the stream, the creek, whatever, the water running. I think it's pretty cool and relaxing. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and go now, because maybe I got some phone calls or something while I was doing this, so I'm gonna check. All right, y'all be blessed. Have a great day, and I don't know, I'll talk to you whenever. You know, be safe out there, and make good choices and decisions. Get ready. That's all I can say. Hopefully you are ready, as much as you can be. If not, get ready. What are you waiting for? Get it together. I'm joking. Oh, check out that gazebo way down there though. Can you see that? Let me zoom in on it. That's a pretty cool gazebo. And there is a farm up that way too, where they have like tulip and daylily festivals and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Maybe another time, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down for now. All right, y'all take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.